Hi, this is a brief presentation of the 2022 Asphaltic Street Rehabilitation Project in the City of Verona. The agenda: talk about the presenters, project team, project overview, traffic impacts, construction schedule, and communications. The presenter is myself, Eric Schultz. I'm the Assistant Public Works Director. On the screen is my contact information if you would like to get a hold of me. The project team: City of Verona is the owner. Wolf Paving and Excavating out of Madison, Wisconsin is the general contractor. In the City of Verona, we're doing all construction inspection. The overview: this project has 4 locations. This contract has 4 locations. Harmony Drive, Cross Country Road, that's just a bike path, not the road itself, just the bike path that's on the south side. Todd Street, and Military Ridge Drive. Harmony Drive will consist of a 2-inch mill and overlay, as shown on the screen in the shaded out area. It basically matches back into the new pavement that was put in a few years back on the Main Street and the North Main Street project. Cross Country Road is a bike path that goes from Harmony Drive to North Main Street. Bike path is in really rough shape. This we will not be milling. We will be actually peeling out the asphalt and placing new asphalt in its new location and making it all smooth. Todd Street, very similar to Harmony Drive. We have some deteriorating pavement, really bad deteriorating pavement here. And again, we're going to be doing a 2-inch mill and overlay of it. That goes from Mark Drive to West Verona Avenue. Military Ridge Drive, this is where there's a little more work than just the other 2 that I talked about. It will, however, have the 2-inch mill and overlay as shown in the blue area of the limits. But along with that will be some storm sewer will be placed along the south curb line here from house 281 to house 261. What that is doing is right now the sump pumps from these houses discharge across the sidewalk into the curb and gutter, and the curb and gutter and street has a very low grade on it, so there tends to be a lot of ponding, and in the winter there gets to be a lot of freezing and icing, and in the summer when there's just water there, that does deteriorate the pavement. So we will be adding storm sewer in there to be able to direct tie these houses' sump pumps into the storm sewer. Also with this project, there is numerous areas of sidewalk that have the trees that have heaved the sidewalk, creating a tripping hazard. We will be replacing those panels as well to keep the sidewalk more ADA compliant. Traffic impacts. Harmony Drive, we'll start there. Harmony Drive, it will remain open. Minor inconveniences. On-street parking will be restricted. Todd Street, very similar. The road will remain open with minor inconveniences, as well as the on-street parking being restricted. Military Ridge Drive, that's where it gets to be a little bit more. You're going to be seeing backhoes and everything in there that will definitely be different than the other 2. The road will remain open. On-street parking will be restricted. Sidewalks are going to be closed for the sidewalk to be able to repair. And with that storm sewer that goes along those houses, the driveway accessibility during that construction will be a little bit hit and miss, so to speak. When they are driving, or they are putting the storm sewer in as they go past the driveway, obviously there will be a time when there will be a hole there and you will not be able to get across there. When that does happen, either myself or the contractor will make contact with you either the day before or days before to let you know what the plan is. And if you need to get out in a certain time, we'll make sure you get out before they get across there. And you may have to park in the street to make sure you can get out and get to your destination. Also during that, on that side, when curb and gutter is replaced, that will also limit your access into your driveway. There needs to be about 3 to 5 days of cure time before you can drive over it. So what we'll end up doing, again, knocking on your door, letting you know either by knocking on your door and making direct contact with you, or leaving you a note to know what's going on. At that time, we would have you just park out in the street as they put the curb through, and as it cures, you'll just be parking out in the street at that time. There also may be in those areas where the curb gets replaced, the driveway may need to get replaced as well, depending on the excavation limits of the storm sewer that goes in. That should be the worst impact that you have on the Military Ridge Drive. Traffic impacts on the cross-country road. It's like I said, it's a multi-use path, so that's going to be closed. The lanes on cross-country road might be narrowed a little bit so they can get a dump truck in there to be able to remove all the material and so forth. A detour will be posted for that bike path. It would basically just be putting you onto the sidewalk on the north side of the road. The construction schedule, this is what was given to me by Wolf Construction a few weeks ago. As you see, they want to start in the beginning of June. Really nothing happening in the beginning of June here in Harmony Drive. Everything kind of happens towards the latter end of June. Todd Street, same thing. They get some traffic control stuff dropped off, but then it sits for a while until the paving operations start. Military Ridge Drive, that will get started off, they're hoping, like I said, beginning of June. But that next week in June, getting that storm sewer placed. The next week, the curb and gutter and sidewalk replaced back. And then that final one would be that mill and overlay and paving. Cross Country Road, same thing. It's getting some traffic control out. Nothing really going on till that third week where they'll be removing that asphalt, and then all in that, as you can see, all in this final week here is when they're just going to be doing their milling and their paving operations. That really does it for everything of what's going on a brief overview of it. If you do have any questions, feel free to give myself a call. The number is right here for the main office, and my email is also here as well. You can get in touch with me and I can respond to you at my convenience. If it's more urgent and I am unable to answer, Theron here, our director, will also be able to help you with any questions. That is all that I have today about that. I appreciate you taking the time to find out what is going on in your neighborhood. Thank you much.